Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Good to be live.
Welcome. Hello. This is our annual Oscar Spectacular. We're going to be getting into the nitty gritty of who's taking home the gold.
Oh, yeah.
And who is going home cold.
Digital gold.
I hope they make a joke about Moonlight winning when they said it was La La Land.
I couldn't even.
That would be hilarious.
Was that like 10 years ago?
Yeah,
It was.
At least.
It was. But
Yeah.
will they do it? Probably.
But it might be fun.
You got to get more modern. Name a movie that came out this year that's nominated for an Oscar.
Oh.
And not Trolls
this
2,
year?
Rocco. Nice try. Trolls 2 World Tour.
I
Did
know,
the
'cause
second
it got
Avatar
snubbed.
come out? Did that come out?
What?
Johnny. Avatar the Seed Bearer?
No, come on. You
Well,
know that's not
I
out.
would say you failed.
I watched Sound of Metal yesterday.
I think you're
Oh,
officially.
I saw that.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
I
nominated.
haven't
that
seen
one?
that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. it's
What'd you
nominated.
think of it?
Yeah.
What did you like it? Do you want to go deaf now? Was it cool? Was it a banger?
Technology seems rad, right?
Yeah, I just feel like it was harder to play music. It got. I didn't really understand. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't really understand it.
I think you should
'Cause I
watch it
couldn't-
again. You probably pick up a lot more second time around.
He watched it on mute.
Yeah, 'cause
Really?
yeah, because it was
Really?
loud.
Oh, so you live in the experience.
It was really loud. No, I thought it was a great movie. I like
Yeah.
it.
So that is nominated. Okay. That's
The
one I
movie
saw.
is about a deaf person, so if you want to experience it in a different way, you could watch it on mute. Similar to when I watch Boogie Nights, I remove my pants and make sure that I am fully aroused. Theme song. Okay, Boogie Nights is my go-to sexy sex movie
Yeah.
about sexing. What's yours, everybody?
Sex
Mac
movie?
and Me.
Mac and Me? Is there a sex scene in
I
Mac
don't
and Me?
remember a
I
sex
just
I don't remember
remember
that.
seeing the family full of the aliens when they were all
Oh.
dehydrated, and I remember getting really horny.
Okay. What about you, Sean?
A sexy movie?
Yeah, what's your go-to sexy movie? This movie is about sex, and I like it. For Rocco, it's Mac and Me.
Yeah, that's
For me,
tough.
I'd take Boogie Nights.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Which has a
Mac
lot of
and
other
Me.
stuff in it, too.
You don't got one?
Men in Black.
You
What?
don't think about like when you.
What
The
is
second one. The
sexy?
second one.
What is
What is sexy about Men in Black
It is that
2?
movie. I don't know.
Is that the one with Rosario
The second
Dawson?
one, no, she might be in
Yeah,
it. But,
that's
the part
What's her
Johnny-
name?
and,
The alien's hot in that one.
Yeah,
though.
and then when they said like when it rains, it's because you're crying because
Yeah,
you're so
that's
fucking
Rosario
powerful.
Dawson.
Because you're God.
Rocco gave me
Dude.
a hard no. She might be in it. And then
I don't know.
And then you guys described the Rosario Dawson scene.
Well, I didn't know who it was. I just remember like that's sexy.
I just remember the hot alien.
That's
Wasn't there a hot
sexy.
alien?
Yeah, it was Johnny Knoxville.
No.
Yeah,
no,
he's a good looking guy.
Vincent
and he's an
D'Onofrio.
alien.
Yeah.
I think he's
well,
a
that's the
good-looking
first
guy.
hot alien.
He's got
Johnny
too many
Knox-
heads to be hot.
Yeah.
I always go to like the generic 80s, like
Well,
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
I was scared to ask you because you're a
Yeah, you'd think I'd say like Clockwork Orange or something weird.
Oh fuck,
What?
dude,
No.
Garrett.
There's a lot of sex scenes in there, none sexy.
They're not sexy at all.
Because that movie freaked me out so bad. But then Fast Times was like, whoa, there's that
Stanley
topless
Kubrick
scene.
is the king of that. Whenever there's a nudity scene
Oh,
or
yeah.
nudity in Stanley Kubrick, you always feel terribly uncomfortable.
That's what I always tried to describe to you guys about wanting to get, naked bodies laying in a field to be terribly uncomfortable and unsettling.
you always
Kubrick
Yeah, but
did do
I
that
am-
well.
wow. This
What?
you brought it back to naked bodies in a field, Garrett, and somehow you always steer the conversation
Not
back
sexually,
to
just-
let's go out and film a bunch of naked bodies in a field.
remember having to
15
volunteer me
years
for
of
that
this idea.
15
One of these
years, and he'd be
days-
like, dude, me and Sean will get naked and we'll lay in the field. Like, what? I never agreed to this. I don't want to
Ladies
do
and
this.
gentlemen,
Scene, yeah.
Garrett has this wild fantasy of filming a bunch of naked bodies in a field.
Help me fulfill this fantasy.
I can't even
I don't
think.
know why. Horror movie, comedy,
There-
he'll do it for anything.
He's
Like,
never once said the reason why there's naked bodies in the field. They're just there, and he wants to film it.
I just have the shot lined up in my mind.
And one other thing too, if you're gonna make fun, all the family of aliens, their mouths are like that.
Oh,
I mean, what? I just think
That's
it's
not
like
sexy.
ooh, okay.
Those things
you're
look-
up for whatever.
What are you
That's
talking
it.
about?
I'm talking about Mac and Me.
He's back
I don't
on
wanna
the
hear
alien
anything.
thing.
Oh God,
Peanut gallery.
I thought you just had a stroke.
No,
Where did that conversation come from?
no. All those aliens. They just are.
How'd
They're
you
just
do
like.
that with your mouth?
Damn,
No
dude.
joke.
I've been
answers,
pogging my whole
please.
life.
How come
Can that
you're-
be the thumbnail?
Yeah.
Like put the Oscar and.
I don't know if that's pogging. That's more like quarter slotting. Your lips go vertical.
Do they? Let me try it
Yeah.
again. You
Yeah.
can't do that.
No.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Whoa! How do you do that?
Pop a quarter in there.
What the
Fucking
fuck?
arcade
Hey, go to
game.
me. Go to me. Go to me. Can I do this?
Yeah, try it.
No, I can't.
That's pretty.
Really? That's I didn't.
I can't do
I
that.
don't know.
Garrett?
I'm fine. I'm all good. I'm all
What are you
good.
afraid of, Garrett?
I'm all good.
Kevin,
here.
you got a mask on, but can we?
No. He can't
Garrett
do it.
can't
I
do
think
it.
you could do it. I can't see it, but I feel it.
Damn, dude.
So yeah, that's why Mac and Me. I think I just kind of connected to that because it's kind of like they're game for anything. They're making that face like,
I've never
They're
seen Mac
prosthetic.
and Me.
oh,
Is
we're
it
drying
good?
up. You know, I got fluid. What?
I've never seen Mac and Me.
Mac
Is it
and
good?
Me-
It's better than ET. Well, one.
Is it?
The alien prosthetics are good.
I've never. Yeah.
Yeah,
They look
Um,
once you get over how weird they look.
Is it a McDonald's movie?
it was partially funded by McDonald's.
Are you serious?
There's a whole scene. They have
you
a
were
dance
joking.
number
Oh,
in
you're lying
McDonald's.
to me.
Garrett- you were joking.
Garrett's laughing at me, but
Yeah.
I was
I
fucking
was.
right.
Yeah.
Because it took me a while.
Yeah,
Like,
it was. Yeah.
Oh, Mac.
Mac
What?
and Me.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember hearing something vaguely that McDonald's
They
was
funded
involved.
it.
Yeah, there's a whole dance scene in it.
Yeah.
Where they have they dance in McDonald's.
with
and
burgers.
stuff.
Oh,
Yes.
They're like, oh.
shut the! Are you for real?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
I'm whipping this shit out.
They're going to eat. They eat at a McDonald's, and it breaks into a dance scene. Just it's
They're like Alien Nation,
yeah.
dude. They get sworn in at the end.
Dang.
They're like naturalized citizens.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah. They
scene?
go. The aliens do go to court.
E.T. did so well.
They dress
and
up?
They had a Reese's Pieces like bit in
Yeah.
the movie that they're like, we have to do that. So they just went like, okay, who wants to
Yeah.
fund and
But it's Coke in that movie, right?
is it Coke?
Yeah, they need Coke to feel better.
Yeah.
But there's a whole scene at McDonald's. It's a nightmare. The
Well,
movie's a
Coke and
nightmare.
McDonald's are in cahoots.
Yeah.
Yo, the little kid and the alien have to do lines of coke.
Yeah.
This movie's wild.
Well, they try Reese's Pieces and you go, you want something you'll really like? You want some real sugar?
You know, it's been a while since we've had a good like alien crash lands on Earth and befriends a kid.
Yeah, that was an
where's
80s
that
thing.
genre right now?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Bring it
Lilo
back.
and Stitch was the last one,
Oh yeah.
but
That's
Flight of
like
the
that's like
Navigator was-
20 years ago. Can you
Dude,
believe
That was my
that?
favorite.
Loved Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah, I love Flight of the Navigator.
But I also loved. It's a little different. But Last Starfighter, I kind of count that. Like
Alien
a
buddy
kid
movie.
playing arcade. They beam him up to space and he has to save it. You know, kind of.
What about Enemy
Enemy of the State.
Enemy Mine, where the guy and the alien are stranded on a planet together, and he finds out the alien's pregnant, and he has to like help him give birth,
What the?
and then they
This is a
raise.
fan fiction. That's
This
not
is a
not-
sick sci-fi movie.
funny how you fail to
There's
remember
naked
the
bodies
name
in
of
a
this
field,
movie.
and it's
no,
perfect.
there are might,
naked bodies.
there might be.
Could be.
It's called Enemy Me, I think, or
Enemy
Mine.
Me.
The chat would know.
It's
Oh
called I Mean
wait,
Mine.
you've brought this movie up
the
before,
male-
and we googled it.
The male alien gives birth because he's pregnant during this war, and they're both stranded. So, like the Earthling helps him raise his child
Sounds awful.
in like a little tent on
This
a
sounds like a
deserted
Lonely
planet.
Island sketch.
Fucking
Imagine
crazy.
Luke going to Tatooine or
hard to imagine,
No,
but I'll
Dagobah.
try. Okay.
Imagine Luke. He's
All right.
he's on his
Yeah.
way to Dagobah.
Still a little far fetched, but
He gets there,
all right.
Yeah.
and then Yoda's like, "Pregnant I am. Help me raise 3 baby." Or what are they called?
Grogu.
They don't. They haven't said the species name.
Oh, excuse me. Well, yeah,
No excuse.
would you?
Triple
like
Grogu.
It's like that. You'd love it. Enemy something.
You'd love it.
Johnny, did they get it
Sounds like
right?
it
Derek, you have the guarantee.
Enemy Mine.
Enemy Mine.
M-I-N-E.
I Mean Mine, the Beatles song.
Yeah.
It sounds fucking awful.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be
good.
watching
Gotta
that.
go, Derek, on this one.
I think I'm going. I'm an ET guy. I'm sticking with that.
Classic.
Is ET still good? I don't know if I ever truly saw ET. I feel like
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
if I saw
in
it, I forgot all
20
about
years.
it.
The problem is I've seen it recently. It's a great movie. Problem is it's one of those movies that has been replicated so many times. So if you're kind of seeing it fresh now, you'll be like, yeah, you know, it's kind of like
It's like
you've
when I
seen
saw
that.
Terminator 2, and it's like, yeah, I've seen this movie 10,000 times, but this was the first one. That's what you told me, but it's like, well, I've seen those other ones. So.
Yeah, but I saw that for the first time only maybe 5 years ago. I still loved it. So Sean, you're.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I said the first one's better.
No,
We
you're
didn't get into this
yeah,
again.
You're fucked up.
The beginning of E.T., the
Terminator
opening
5 's the
scene
best one.
has this comfort nostalgia thing for me
For
where
what? Of what?
the opening of E.T., the
Oh,
first
yeah.
15 minutes where all the
Yeah.
kids are playing in the yard, the sun's going down, mom has pizza delivered, and they
Yeah.
all go to the interior of that like orange and brown 70s
Yes.
decoration.
Yeah.
And like the way that the drapes hang in the fucking front room, the
Yeah.
kitchen tile, all the way out to the back porch and the lattice. Like I just love that scene for the interior
Totally.
design of that house.
Yeah.
And the backyard and the shed and everything.
That
like,
that more than anything I can remember epitomizes like being a kid in the early 80s
Yes.
or whatever. Like that
it makes me feel like summer when I wasn't in school and I was just playing out in the yard with my friends. And then time to go home for lunch
yeah.
or dinner.
But
Pizza
Anyway.
with the boys.
Gotta love it.
Doesn't get any better than that.
yep.
Anyways, welcome to tonight's show,
That's
everybody.
the point of tonight's show is what we're getting
That
at.
is the point of tonight's show. If you're tuning in, this is our Oscar special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about movies like E.T.,
Mac and me.
Mac and Me, Lilo and
MIB
Stitch.
2.
Ooh.
Yeah, which Sean jerks off to.
Yeah.
Crazy.
There was a hot alien in it. I'm not going to hold it against you.
Wasn't she an agent? She was a.
I don't
No,
remember.
I don't remember. She had like
joined-
plant powers or something.
Oh, that's right.
And all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
We had our 420 stream on 420, go figure, just this past Tuesday.
What a
Maybe we'll be
coincidence.
chatting about that. So we had a new video come out as well.
Yeah.
that was fun to film.
How you guys doing?
iDosers delight.
How you all doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I fucked up.
Why?
I broke a rule that
Uh-oh.
I set for myself years ago. And I don't know what I was thinking. And I read the comments for iDosers.
Oh yeah.
Why? Why would I do that?
Oh, I didn't read the comments.
Don't. Well, you
I
can.
forgot
Go-
I did.
Everyone else, feel free. Hey guys, spoiler. They loved it. Really stoked on that.
Okay.
Apparently, I looked like shit. I looked terrible.
I didn't see anybody say
I
that.
aged so bad that I am a grandpa now.
And now you're covering up.
But to be fair,
You used to be a dad.
yeah, now I'm a grandpa, apparently. To be fair, when this was being edited, I did say, like, I purposely put on that costume to look older, but it does not look good.
What were you wearing? I can't picture
I had like a
you.
button-up shirt and glasses and no hat, and it just didn't. It was just
Well, people see you every week on this show, but you're incognito.
yeah.
And
They don't see the real me. I
When you-
hide it.
When you take the cape and cowl off, you know.
Can we see like
But
the
don't
10
you
years
think-
lift off?
But don't you think
You don't
that's a
wanna see
running
that.
gag? Because I remember we talked about that once. How there would be a comment like, "Oh, so and so looks older," and it's like, "Yeah, I am older than when that video went up." Like, you know,
No,
or
I
whatever.
understand. I understand that part, but I think it really was sincere when they said everyone looks exactly the same except for Sean. What the fuck? Which, okay, I get it. I mean, they're right. Like, I don't look the same as I used to. It's been 11 years, and I have a lot of kids. I guess I don't know. I don't.
That'll stress you out.
I've been told.
Yeah, I've been pretty much self-preserved in the old like man-child bubble for a long time. So
Yeah.
I found my secret through that. But I think you're doing good.
Well, hey, I'm still kicking, right? So I'm not. It's fine. But I did read the comments like an idiot, and it was like, why did I read the comments? Why did I do this to myself? This is why I don't do this.
Yeah, I only saw positive stuff, so I don't know if the algorithm's trying to juke you. You know,
Well,
Yeah.
everybody, be nice to Sean, okay?
Yeah, send him some
he's a
positive
sensitive
comments.
old man.
My heart can't take it. If
Yeah,
you're
you're going to give him a heart
Getting
attack.
He broke his hip on those
He's going to
comments.
need to get a pacemaker, and then he will have to bury him.
Yeah. And no one said like Sean sucked in this video. It says Sean looks bad, which is fine. I mean,
I thought you looked athletic in your green screen
'Cause-
footage. You were surfing and skiing and doing
oh,
bike
and the
tricks.
420 stream. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who gives a shit what anybody says?
No.
You're
I
wearing
mean,
a costume.
yeah, that's right.
I make myself look awful in videos all the time, and then people are heinous in the comments. I remember in the the Super Nintendo Classic thing where I tried to look like a greasy salesman.
Oh,
yeah.
Whatever.
yeah.
And literally,
The-
like I tried
the
to
Wii
make
U
myself,
Classic,
the
I think,
Wii U
yeah.
Classic.
We have a poster of that.
I tried to make myself look as dastardly and as sleazy as possible.
I love
Yeah.
that
Like the
picture.
type of guy
Me
you'd
too.
see at a racetrack taking illegal bets or something.
Yeah.
made a
And then-
poster
which was great.
like
It worked
this,
great.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then all the comments were like, not about that character. Just,
Yeah.
wow, Derek looks fucking gross. Like, yeah, but if he
That's-
walks around looking like that, it's like, I did that for the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I will, and I'm not trying to like sit here and, I'm complaining or whatever, but that is one thing that sucks about making media for the internet and for
Yeah.
whatever is unlike movies played in a theater or whatever, the line is blurred between people at home blur the line between behind the scenes and the actual and the thing. And it happens all the time where they try to leak those that, oh, he probably looks like this because I know Rocco was sick last week. So it's like, no, this character, I didn't want to wash my hair. I wanted to look, whatever. But
Sure.
people bleed that in. And it's like,
Yeah.
no,
I wish that,
Making
the
fiction
people who leave comments aren't the sharpest tools in the box.
Well,
Not
all the
always.
time.
Well, the
Some
negative
of them are,
comments,
but a
for
lot of
sure.
them
yeah.
are not. But the
Yeah.
truth is, anybody can look good and anybody can look bad. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of things that factor on that.
And like I knew
You were trying
the
to look
second-
old.
Yeah, I was. I took my hat off.
You had
which
glasses?
Did me no favors. Yeah,
Fake
I
glasses?
did. I seriously tried to look like I was a guy who filmed them 10 years ago and has moved on with my life. That's
I would
what
take it
I was
as a
going for.
compliment.
But
Well.
it sucks that I feel like this is why in Hollywood, in every movie, it's like some good looking heartthrob,
yeah.
whether it's a serial killer or like a homeless person or, the Power Rangers, or they remake Goonies, but they're all like supermodels.
Yeah.
It's
The way it
because
should be.
If and the dude doing, who's the fat kid in Goonies?
Chunk.
Chunk?
Oh, yeah.
Shuffle,
Yeah.
shuffle.
Shuffle, yeah.
Yeah, he's got like fucking 6-pack and he's all swole. And
Yeah.
they're like, why'd they do that?
And he like does like a shake his ass like dance.
Watch
now.
yourself.
I'm making this up, but
Yeah.
it would be because, the
Yeah.
comments would be like, well, I mean, he looks bad.
He twerks now.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on people to look good no matter what, even when
Yeah.
they're making shitty, stupid comedy videos.
Yeah, it's weird how we have conversations about how it's unhealthy to do that and make those comparisons but then so people say that facing forward, but then when things come out like that, they're ruthless in the comment. Like, you know what I mean? That's like they'll still leave comments that are like, ew. And it's like I feel like in a conversation you would say that's wrong, but you're still doing that. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know how to describe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just leaving a comment on somebody's appearance
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
That's your comment. Like
Yeah.
you have nothing else to say about this video other than
That's me.
I'm gonna complain about how this person looked.
Yeah.
Like that always hurts. And it's never constructive.
Yeah.
It just always sucks to be the person.
well,
who has
that's
to
the
read
thing
that.
is like because that's just how I look. Like if they were commenting on me, which again, I don't think they were being like trying to be mean towards me. Like I don't think
Well,
they were
in their
saying,
head, that's you
they're
at
saying,
home.
Yeah, well,
That's
yeah,
you in your
exactly.
house,
Sean's
you know?
aged
Yeah.
in the last 10 years, which is true. Like that, there's no denying that. I get it. But it's just like, yeah, I mean, I can't, what am I supposed to do about this?
But again, I saw one comment about that.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a joke comment, and it made me laugh. Where he said, "Sean looks 10 years older than the other video." The video was 10 years ago.
Sure.
So I read that as a joke. I didn't think
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking with it was a joke,
and that's
you're
fine.
you're okay.
I'm fine with getting older.
Don't
guys. It's
succumb to
fine.
society's pressure to maintain the illusion that you're still a teenager, Sean.
Right.
You're growing up and enjoying your life. And if
That's
these people
true.
out
Becoming a
there
big boy.
can't handle that, then what delusional fantasy are they trying to live in?
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, your favorite video game YouTuber is aging.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you are too.
if you look at a podcast clip from us 10 years ago to now, we've done pretty good. Like I truly think like,
I've
we're-
seen worse. I'll tell
I've
you that.
seen worse.
I've seen
We're
worse.
Yeah, I've
doing
seen
just
worse.
fine.
Disagree.
And okay.
Name,
Would you
name
think-
worse. Go ahead.
Yeah,
well,
okay.
Who out there is aged harder than us?
I'll share that
gonna
after
burn
this.
some
Please.
bridges here. Let's.
Please.
But anyways, the video itself was super to film. It was I had so much fun.
Yeah.
I was just sitting back. Johnny was filming this one, and I just at one point was sitting back watching the three of you like deal digital drugs in cul-de-sac, and those. It's like this is so funny that we're doing this again. This is so weird.
We have this 420 stream coming up, and we always do anything 420 or drug related, we'll make it like iDosing.
Right.
That's our thing.
Digital drugs.
Yeah, that's our placeholder and placebo for comedy's sake, where we can kind of just go off and do whatever. So doing this 420 stream that was last Tuesday. Hope you tuned in. If you didn't, check it out on the recording.
The whole upload is like what, 6 hours?
7 hours or something. But we called it iDosers Delight, and we thought it would be good to have a sequel to the iDosers video. A lot of people say that's their favorite video of all time.
The first iDosers.
Yeah, and if you go back and watch it, I feel like it's still pretty modern. 10 years later, it's
still funny.
like contemporary,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
maybe it was ahead of its time. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A well-deserved sequel.
We
then.
were all thinking of ideas and things to do for iDosers. I feel like I kind of had a break when I realized there was that scene in the original where I'm so high, it looks like the cameraman is filming us. That was a throwaway gag.
Yeah.
Because in
Look
the
at that car was
original,
filming us, yeah.
it's meta.
Right.
Because we're making a YouTube video, so he is filming us. So
Yeah.
I'm not high. I was being filmed, but it breaks the realm of the in-video reality
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah.
But this sequel is based off of, let's spin that on its head. Like, no, we were
That was
being
great.
filmed. And that
Right.
now that kind of predicated the whole
Yeah.
video. And, for me, I also felt like 10 years has passed.
Yeah.
We need to address that. And so
Yeah.
it's 10 years later. Where are we in life?
Yeah.
And that that moment in that video was more than we originally thought. And from there, we kind of just went off on iDosers too.
And whether it was even kind of intended or not, too, I actually think the video is a great statement on everyone being canceled for something 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
And it's funny.
Here's this
That
stupid
was never
shit.
even intended.
No, but
that was never even
kind
a
of.
thought.
I felt like it kind of coalesced into that as we were working on it.
It's
like,
definitely relevant.
Oh, it's kind of about. Yeah, it's
I'll
kind
tell
I
you.
keep seeing that
I'll
happen.
tell you how that came about, and it's so innocent because it was never about that.
Yeah.
It's 10 years later than the first one. I am 35 now, personally in real life. And we've had this ongoing gag for years that I would someday run for president.
Right.
Yeah.
And now I'm eligible to do it because I'm
Yeah,
35.
Yeah.
So it was just, I'm going to run for president because I'm 35. That's where we are now. But how do we tie that back to the original iDosers? Oh, I've been canceled because this video of us doing drugs came out. So
Yeah.
it was just kind of like the response to
Yeah.
I'll never
the presidential
inhale.
the
Yeah.
presidential campaign has to be ruined for some reason, so
Yeah.
you're canceled.
Yeah.
I guess that is just more. It's funny how when you do something, you just draw from what's going on,
Yeah.
just around you,
Yeah.
in culture without thinking about it.
Yeah.
And it all kind of ends up getting wrapped up in there.
Yeah, it ends up being a little bit of a stamp of what was happening or whatever. Even sometimes even you don't intend it.
The bit with the car, driving the car, it is like, I saw a lot of people saying like too in the comments, like, what a payoff. Like we planned this.
Right.
It's so funny to
Yeah.
me. Can I toot my own horn?
You please.
Beep beep.
That's how you do a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't do the same thing over again, and you don't just start with, okay, where the last one ended, let's go. You take one little forgotten side tangent, a throwaway thing, and you go, no, we're going to build a whole story about that.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember one of the seasons of The Sopranos. I remember the premiere of episode or whatever. If you remember, there's like a kid finds a gun in the field.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, he fucking dropped a gun like 2 years ago. And I love shit like that where it's
Yeah.
just like, oh, that was a little thing you probably don't even think about.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a problem,
Because honestly, I feel like doing a direct, like just picking up where the last story ended, you have this huge thing you're trying to build off of. But when you do something like this, it's like, no, let's just plant a new seed.
Right.
Just a little thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
go off on the side one. Toot, toot, end of tooting the horn.
But what was fun, the kind of shit I always enjoy, I will say, I love, I don't know what it is, playing with new footage and old footage. Like if you can mix them,
Right.
or you
Right.
can, I've brought this example up a million times before, but there's a cutscene in Metal Gear Solid 4 where they're talking about, this is happening. And it's all because way back in the day when Big Boss did this thing. And they're talking about events from the NES game.
So they
and
play
they
that.
show NES sprites.
That
Like they don't
MSX
update
footage.
it. They just show
Yeah.
that whatever. I have always loved juxtaposing new stuff against like pulling up old stuff. And so for this video, I went back and found all the original files from the first iDosing video. And I love things like, like cutting together the old footage of us seeing them on the truck going by on the street, cutting that with the new footage of Sean in the thing. I always enjoy
seamless.
something like that to
You
try to
can't
make
even
it,
tell.
you know.
No, it's
Yeah. You
seamless.
couldn't.
10 years have passed.
Well, I
Footage is
also-
just as good.
I also grabbed the camera we filmed that video with that we were using back then. So I have a super old DV camera.
We had the 5D at that point.
I know, but we still were
but it's
using
an old
that.
camera. And I mean, that camera you were using was like at least all of version 2 and some of 3
I'm
maybe.
like, let me get this old shitty camera.
Yeah.
It's just a prop.
Really
now.
sell
So
it.
that was, but so anyway, I really enjoyed that. And then there's green screen footage at the end of the video where we're aging backwards. And that's green screen footage we shot 10 years ago and never used.
in the old studio.
So we went through the folder and it was just like, yo, there's all this green screen we didn't use. All right. Throw
it in.
Oh, they de-age. Wow. But anyway, so I always have fun with stuff like that.
I'm gonna tell a story and cut me off if you think I should not tell it.
Oops.
But filming this video was kind of fun, kind of a bitch.
Okay, yeah, continue. Go ahead.
Kind of a bitch, and we're filming, the iDosing all over the world, iDosing all over the world segment of the video.
Yeah.
And coronavirus has made society fall on hard times, and there are more people on the streets now than ever before. So in addition to having to navigate, like we wanted to film out on the street, and there were like homeless people all over, like in our shots, whatever, but also just crazy people. And we're filming, and this one dude like is watching us from across the street, and he comes over all super tough, and he talks to Sean,
Makes a beeline for him.
like
It's
he's
always
gonna
me.
kick Sean's fucking
And I'm just
ass.
Hate
just
this
like,
attitude.
dude, this guy is so ripped.
Because you see him coming.
He was
He's coming,
swole as
looking at me,
hell.
and just like,
Yeah, and he's like, what's going on here? And Sean's like, oh, just filming a video.
yeah,
What? Just filming like a video for YouTube. And then instantly the guy like got charming. Like it is super
Oh,
friendly.
video.
Like, why did he come over? Clearly we're filming a video. What changed? You were gonna kick his ass a second ago.
Why don't
Yeah.
people smile? I mean, he did have a mask on, right?
know. I don't think he did. I don't
think he
remember.
did.
Oh,
I
so
think he
maybe you
did.
couldn't see his smile.
Yeah.
maybe.
So then we're filming. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
We're filming some more, and the next thing I know, we're trying to orchestrate some stuff, and I start hearing screaming, and it's like, hi, according to the law, if you're a police officer and I ask you to identify yourself, you do need to identify yourself, so I need your name and your badge number.
If you are a cop,
You have to tell me.
us.
If you're a cop, you have to tell me.
They asked us.
You have to tell me.
Sorry, I'm not a cop. Thanks. I didn't ask if you were a cop. I asked for your name and your badge number.
to the next person.
Okay.
Again,
So
we
the
don't.
next person.
Yeah, going
yeah.
down to all of us. What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
She
What's your
wouldn't
name?
stop.
Yeah, and then I was like, I don't have a badge. And she's like, I didn't ask if you have a badge. I asked if you had a badge number. And then I got pissed off, and I was like, I'm not a cop. you know? And then she was like,
Well,
okay.
if you're a cop, you can't say that.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I guess you're not a cop. And then I actually appreciate Garrett.
Yeah.
I could see something fucking snapped in your eye.
dude, that's
because
bubbling
the fight
inside.
was over, and these ladies were like, "Okay, sorry to bother you," and walking away. And I hear Garrett go, "Why do you care?" And they're-
You up to some shady
and,
shit?
and they're like, "Excuse me, what?" And you're like, "Why do you care if we're police or not? What are you up to?"
Yeah. She
And
didn't like
suddenly
that.
they got
They did not like that.
Dude. But I learned that is how you piss off Garrett instantly in a flash is ask him for his badge number because he was like, why the fuck would you think that I'm a cop?
Well, hey,
do I look like a
fucking
fucking
That's how
cop?
I felt too. I was like,
Yeah.
"Stop fucking asking me."
In the moment as it was happening, Sean walked over to me and under his breath goes, well, if they want to know a quick way to piss off Garrett, they're finding it right now. I knew because anytime Garrett's like, how do you word that? Like, is challenged in a, like if we're working on something and someone's, I know there's also been times where we're putting a costume together for a skit and people will, just random people will, hey, what are you making there? So how'd you make that? It's Garrett will get into a mode of like, yeah, you really got to mind your own business. I'm working on this right now. Like, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just because Garrett's busy and we're on a crunch time
Well,
thing.
I can't,
and it'll be
do-
like, I really can't talk about this right now.
I can't
So-
concentrate sometimes.
I
So
don't
I'm
know.
like,
So I knew this
fuck
was just
off.
going to escalate that.
Yeah.
Those ladies, the two of them, they fed us a story of who they were. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think they thought we were cops and we were staging a
Yeah.
YouTube video
Okay.
To surveil.
as a pretense to secretly,
Yeah.
run a surveillance scheme
surveil
on
area.
all the homeless people and maybe legal shenanigans happening on our street.
Okay.
And they
Yeah.
were worried like that we were undercover cops with cameras.
Yeah.
I have a totally other theory on why they were there fucking with us.
Okay.
I think, like you said, coronavirus is here and these people are hard up. And she kept advertising. So it's the whole "are you a cop thing. Once she found out we're not cops, then in my eyes, she started to advertise her brothel to us that was located down the street. And
I
tell
don't
us
know.
about all the
You know
girls
what?
that come
You
there
said that
and
at
the
the time,
Instagram
but
models.
honestly,
What do
you said that at the time, but I
didn't hear
don't
anything
think
like
that.
Yeah, I heard nothing like that.
Didn't she talk about how she ran a motel located nearby down the street area?
Possibly.
You didn't hear her talk about that?
I heard.
She
I
may
heard
have
her
said that,
talk
yeah.
yeah, but she never said.
So I
brothel.
thought she was asking us why
See, this is
we,
where
if we
Garrett's
have badge
mind goes.
numbers and all this shit to find out like, okay, these guys aren't cops. And hey, by the way, you 4 hetero-looking young men in the on the side of the street
Can't assume
filming.
that. Can't assume that about.
Would you like to come
she
and get a
would say.
discount?
Well,
My girls are clean.
I-
the
Let me
beds
tell
are-
you, I
she
went
never
down.
said
That's
any
the
of that.
vibe I was getting.
No, I never got that. And I went down there and nothing like that was
Said
happening.
there's a whole show. You come
They
out
didn't,
front of
they
our
didn't
little,
go near me.
if you come out the front of our hotel at a certain time, you'll get a show because they're all out there taking their Instagram photos and this and that. And
That is-
I all saw this as a
Listen, I heard what she said, and
Yeah.
you have it half right, and the half that you got wrong
Okay.
has like spiraled into this whole thing that is way more than.
Wow.
She says she runs a unique looking hotel, and we make videos, and she says the hotel looks so interesting. People come and do Instagram shoots there all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all I heard.
I heard that too.
All 3 of us heard that.
That's
It
what
was
I heard.
only girls. She only mentioned girls
Yeah.
taking Instagram.
I've never heard of a
photos there.
dude doing an Instagram model shoot ever.
That's true.
I know. Actually, I do know personally one.
But why'd
Oh,
she tell us to
Rocco.
come by
Only
for a
one.
show?
Just
Why-
one.
We don't need to hear about your alter ego, Rocco.
Because the area isn't the best area. And so what she was saying was like, there's a lot of crazy shit that happens around here, around the hotel, or the motel.
So why wouldn't she want cops around?
to be fair,
If there's crazy shit and
to be
illegal shit, she
fair,
would want
because I'm
cops
a
around.
Libra and I do the scale thing, good judge character.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you that there probably is prostitution happening in that hotel, but I don't think that she was explicitly advertising that to us. But it probably does happen there.
Sure.
Wow.
But I don't
Yeah,
think
but
she
I don't
would
think she
just
was talking about
come out
that.
the gate and be like, "Oh, you're not cops? Well, let me tell you about what we got going on in our back room."
That's what I got.
Wow.
But I don't know. I find it kind of hard and far-fetched to think that she thought we are an undercover film crew to film local homeless people.
That is also weird.
That's a big
The whole thing
far-fetched
was
thing.
weird.
Her
You
coming
know-
over in any way,
Well,
like,
Let me tell you a story about the street people around here that I thought was really funny.
yeah.
Down the street, I guess these 2 women got into a fight publicly. You know, they're like on the street all the time, and one of them got sidewalk chalk and wrote the other one's name. I think her name was like Sally or something, and she wrote really big on the street as an insult.
Yeah.
Sally sucks dick for free.
Oh, no.
Yeah, which I guess
not
is a big
economical.
insult if you're a prostitute. But I was just thinking, like, yeah, I think most girls out there probably do suck dick for free. Like,
You know what?
you know,
Majority
just-
rules.
Just think about the diss. Like, how far down into
thinking
the,
about
like,
it now.
prostitution world you have to be to
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
I got something that's gonna fuck this person up for
In a
life. They'll never
numbers-
recover from this.
in a numbers game, the population of the world, the female population, the majority probably
Most
do
people
it for
sucking
free.
dick out there are sucking dick for free. I'm guessing.
I'm guessing there's
Just-
fewer
just 'cause they're
transactions
Happy
going
to
on.
do it.
You never know.
Anyways, that was written on the sidewalk for weeks.
Yeah.
Every time I just look at it and be like, yeah, okay.
I kept changing it to your guys' names and no one ever noticed. Thought it'd
I
be
mean,
a
we
fun
saw an
prank.
explosion.
You're the one who wrote Derek sucks dick for free?
Yeah, Garrett filmed an explosion.
I filmed an explosion in this same neighborhood
Oh, yeah.
where we go to get this stuff, and it's like, it's a wild fucking. It's kind of the area I
Could
grew
we
up
show that?
skateboarding in.
Will we be able to show that?
I think we
footage?
can at this point. I was waiting
It
a
was
week.
we
to
have
show
a
enough.
video.
Mayday. Oh, fuck, bro. Yo, did someone call? Someone call the fire department? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we
We'll
can show
review it. We'll review it.
We'll review it and put
But-
it in. Because I was going to put it on my Instagram after like a month, but I think we're
Dude,
2-3 weeks out. We're safe.
That was fucking
This
gnarly.
street has famously all right, welcome to the prostitution episode, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking hookers, tricks.
It's always been bad too, because I grew up here.
Yeah, this part of San Diego is notoriously, I've always heard, been where you find prostitutes in San Diego.
Yeah.
And when I was 18 and young, wild and reckless, I had this hot plan one night with a buddy of mine. Stick with me.
Dude, I think me and my friends did this too.
We wanted to
What are
pick
you
up a
saying?
prostitute. Yeah. But
Oh, okay.
not for sexual purposes.
Obviously.
Because we thought it would be funny to get a Little Caesars pizza and just hang out with her and eat pizza
Oh, that's cool.
in the car.
That's the next level.
But she was going to be naked
Oh,
because she's a prostitute and we're 18 and stupid. How 18 and stupid are we? We got the pizza and then went driving up and down the street, but we couldn't find any prostitutes. And we were like looking.
yeah.
Which, imagine being that age. Like, how do you look for prostitutes?
You just drive up and down that street.
Hello.
Yeah, basically, like,
Got a pizza here.
We found them.
I think I see a girl, but she doesn't look like a prostitute. Not a very good one. Yeah, I couldn't find any. I think we went out like too early because we went out like 9 o'clock
4
at
p.m.
night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we before sunset, so my mom didn't get mad. You got to go out. I don't know when you have to go out.
Like
Actually, I never cracked the code. But
2, 1.
yeah, I'm assuming it would have to be after midnight.
Midnight, 11 to 2.
You know the saying, nothing good happens after midnight.
We had a similar thing in high school. Friend with a Volkswagen Beetle said, let's get 5 of us in the Beetle. That's 3 in the backseat.
Okay.
And then let's go ask a prostitute, like, yo, what's up? As a joke, we're not going to do anything and then we'll just drive away because there's 5 of us in a Volkswagen. It'd be funny. That
Yeah.
was what our thought was. And we were all too scared to talk to the prostitutes that we would pull up in front of them and roll the window down. She would walk by and just look in the car and keep walking. And no one would say anything.
Yeah, because she's not trying to get murdered.
Well, yeah,
I'm not going to hop in a car with 5 giggling dudes.
And the reality of it is, yeah, the 5 giggling dudes were all too pussy to speak up, like when the time came.
This
like
is
we
like
couldn't even say hello.
the plot to American Graffiti 2, if they ever made it.
They did
Right.
make it.
Well,
did?
then,
Yeah, More American Graffiti is a real movie.
I guess it's time for American Graffiti 3.
Yeah.
Prostitutes and pizza.
Did so
Yep.
well that they should.
Yeah, 2 kicked so much ass.
It's better now, the neighborhood that we're talking about, because my family owned a business and my dad had his offices there throughout my grandparents lived in this neighborhood when I was a little kid. And it was like in the 80s, it was really bad drugs and prostitutes. In the 90s, it was just kind of prostitutes. And then now it seems to just be like a homeless hangout.
Yeah, a lot of San Diego was fucked up and bad in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And
You
now
think
it's
about
not.
LA and New
But,
York,
like
too.
Gaslamp,
Gaslamp, you couldn't go
downtown,
to Gaslamp.
North Park,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
couldn't go to.
Yeah, North Park.
This area that we're talking about, it's crazy in the past like 20 years,
How fast shit
30
changes.
years. Yeah. I wish we could get like an old timer here to share some of those stories, but that's a different podcast.
Like, man, the drugs were so good back then.
Let's talk about video games. This is supposed to be a wholesome show. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, is
prostitute talk is over. You can take your headphones out and
And get ready
let
for
your
the
parents
plugs.
listen.
this is really rude, but I have to piss so bad.
Oh,
my
well, we
God.
can do the plugs.
There's been so many times
Guys,
that I've had to hold it and I powered through. So
you power through to the end of the show.
yeah.
You know, recently I
champ
wanted
here.
to review how Tommy lost his Green Ranger powers.
Oh, yeah.
And I
remember that.
remembered it was an episode featuring the monster Turban Shell.
Okay.
Turban Shell
I
was
think I
able
remember
to
him.
suck Tommy's energy out of him
No.
and put it into this green crystal
Yes.
called Lord Zed's Green Crystal.
You
It was
remember
called.
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
and he
remember that.
took Tommy's energy to make the Dark Rangers, which was actually 5 evil Rangers, and they were able to
Yeah.
defeat all of.
Didn't they have black eyes? That's how you could tell they were the Dark Rangers.
Yeah. And Tommy had this choice. Like, I could try to get my powers back, but he ended up destroying the crystal, which meant he could never be Green Ranger ever again.
And that's how he became the White Ranger.
5 episodes later, he was the White Ranger.
Best arc, in my opinion. Better than Alien Rangers or any of that Turtles crossover shit that I don't even think is canon.
Is that the Psycho Ranger thing that Rocco keeps
He
buying
likes
toys
that,
of?
but this Tommy,
different?
Tommy arc, what Derek's talking about, is amongst Super Sentai fans, that arc right there, those 5 episodes, Derek, those are like Kino for those films.
The interesting thing about the monster Turban Shell, he's one of the few monsters that was able to make himself large all on his own. Lord Zed didn't need to throw the grow potion at him, which was like, I think he's one of the only monsters. I'm not sure. I wish somebody was here to clarify that, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the only monsters with that ability.
And I'm only going to be curious for the next 15 seconds, and I'm not going to be curious and have these questions anymore. I'll probably forget what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Crazy.
Shit. Well,
what's interesting is that from that point on, Tommy became the main character of Power Rangers. Like when I used to watch it, I thought Jason was the main character, but really Tommy took the mantle of leader, and he's been like in so many different series.
And he still is kind of like the spokesperson. I feel like if people have to like talk to like a Power Ranger after all this time, it's still Tommy.
It's the whole show is basically about him.
The crazy,
and he was just like an add-on character.
Yeah, and he was a villain, right? Just a villain. Crazy.
Well, Rita created him with the green candle. Right. So the green candle made him, and then the green crystal destroyed him.
After the whole Green Crystal arc, you were talking about those 5 episodes, like what they did to the Red Ranger in those, where they kind of like killed him off and brought his twin brother back from the alternate dimension.
Yeah.
When Alpha 5 could pull him through the Zion crystals, and that whole thing changed the story forever.
Totally lost.
Blew my mind.
I remember that part.
So anyways, I actually was given, I got a message from our friend Javier, and he was like, hey, Sean, do you own MLB The Show 21 yet?
Okay.
And no, not yet. And he's like, yo, I got you. And he gave me a fucking code. He works at Sony. Gave me a code for this game. I am now playing MLB The Show 21. Yes, Fernando Tatis Jr. is on the cover. Yes, there is a whole opening montage to the game that is like fucking, it's all Padres. It's so radical, dude.
Hell's bells.
The graphics are great. The gameplay is so much fun. I'm loving it. I'm so happy.
How many hours into it are you?
I am not. I mean, I'd say probably 4 or 5. Just played a few games. Just really getting the hang of it. And but I love baseball games so much. It's so like relaxing to me, and it's really awesome how like the little details. And I'm not sure because it's a San Diego Studios game. Like they made it here in San Diego.
Santa Monica.
Oh, so they're biased.
Or no? It is in San Diego.
Yeah,
so.
Sony. Okay.
Yeah, they have Sony out here. So, but it's the little details. Like I'm playing at Petco Park, and the guy they have announcing, like next up, Manny Machado. It's the same dude in this game as it is in real life. Like I don't know, like they just went so far into the details of it that it's fucking great. It's so cool.
One nice thing too, I want to say, I don't remember if we've said this on here before. I thought maybe, but I'll repeat it because I love it. Is the San Diego studio, Sony, at one point reached out to us, and they are the nicest people. And they were like, hey, we didn't realize you were in San Diego too. I think maybe they talked to you at PAX or something like that. And they were like, you know what? You guys we have mocap studios here. We have all this stuff. You ever want to film something like that? Come on down. You could film here. It's like, that is so nice. And that week we had written our sketch about the God of War leaks that happened. Because remember, months before we even knew about the new God of War, artwork had leaked.
Right.
And so we were like, okay, this is a long shot. Can we film? It's about the God of War leaks that just happened. And they were like, oh, absolutely not. Under any circumstance can you film that here. But thank you. And we were like, no, but thank you. And anyway, they were very kind and understanding, but they were no way can you film that here.
Go back and watch that video. We just faked a mocap studio, and it looks spot on.
It did look good. It did.
But it's so funny
they were
asking
very nice.
that. Yeah. It's like, film whatever you want here. And it's like, you fuckers. Like,
they really,
literally anything but that.
They really, I think they said that in their email. It was like, you literally found the one thing you cannot film here. There's no way they'll let you do that.
Especially at that moment in time.
Yeah,
it was
the leak had just happened.
Raw wound.
Yeah.
And
oh, man.
I started playing last night a game. I think it's called Until Dawn.
Oh
Yeah, Until Dawn.
Breaking Dawn. Until Dawn. It's the
Breaking
one
Dawn
with
Dawn was the
Twilight
movie.
thing.
It's the one with Hayden Panettiere
Yeah.
and Remy Malek.
It's an old PS4 game.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many famous actors in this game. It's basically like a choose your own adventure. It's been out for
horror.
a while. I think
Yeah.
it came out in like 2016.
Yeah.
Did you all play it?
I did.
I played some of it and I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't think it would be the type of game that you would like.
Yeah.
Because there's basically nothing to do.
yeah, it's a horror movie.
Yeah, it was like saving these dumb teens in the floor.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking awful. I'm playing it
didn't
last
finish it.
night.
It was a good quality game. I
And,
just
well,
wasn't
you know,
into it.
I really enjoy it's kind of relaxing to play. The only problem is it's a horror game and
Yeah.
it's not scary, which I don't mind, but how they try to scare
Oh.
you
Yeah.
is so fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. I come to an old mansion locked in the middle of the woods that I'm supposed to be with my friends. And they're like, oh no, the door is frozen shut. Let's sneak around to the side, see if we can find a way in. So I crawl in through a window and the plan is they give me a lighter and they go, there's a can of deodorant in the upstairs bathroom. Go find it and you can make a flamethrower and you can melt the front door.
We can open it.
We can open it.
Normal shit.
Yeah. You creeping and crawling through this old house. It's spooky. I finally get to the fucking bathroom. I open up the under the sink cabinet and a fucking howler monkey looking thing jumping out.
Yeah, I got tired of that.
And I couldn't even see it. It goes running out the front door. And I'm like, you're telling me that thing was in the upstairs bathroom under the sink? How long has that thing been fucking guarding the fucking deodorant?
Yeah.
That was like, and I call it a howler monkey. You know what it really was?
What was it?
I come and I
remember that.
flamethrower the front door and I open it, and then it happens again. The thing, a second attempted jump scare, and then the character's like, "Oh my god, a baby Wolverine!" Yeah, a baby Wolverine. Baby Wolverine was just chilling in the upstairs bathroom, guarding the deodorant.
It is the woods.
Classic Wolverine.
And then there's like a serial killer out there who has a flamethrower. I don't know.
Yeah.
Remy Malek is in this.
Yeah.
Famous actor.
The graphics are good. 'cause
Yeah.
the actors look like themselves.
Yeah.
It definitely
That's
looks
what
like
I mean.
Remy
It's a good
Malek.
quality thing, but
Remy Malek looks weird in this.
In real life, he does. So this translates.
Remy Malek in this video game is making me question what Remy Malek in real life looks like, because the graphics look so good and it clearly looks like Remy Malek, but it looks like Remy Malek who's fucked up.
You see iRobot? I mean,
No.
what was that?
Mr.
Was
Robot.
he an iRobot? Yeah, Mr. Robot.
iRobot was Will Smith, who's not in this. And then there's that other guy. Who's the other guy? He's like he's in like a bunch of Tarantino movies, I think.
I know you're talking about, but I don't know that actor's name.
Anyways.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Anyways,
Not
that
Eli
being
Roth, is
said,
it? No.
check it out if you haven't played it.
I like the
It's free
VR
on
game
PS5.
they made.
It's the whole thing is butterfly effect. So it's basically like
Yeah.
a novel, and you have these choices to make that will affect the story, which is kind of cool.
I had more fun with Rush of Blood, which was the VR game they made.
Oh, like a DLC.
It's another game, but it was
Just in-
cheaper because it's a VR game. So
There's a
VR.
couple games in that series.
yeah.
Oh,
Until
really?
Dawn, Rush of Blood. There was a sequel.
Inmate? No, it's one that takes place in a mental institution.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I
An
downloaded
asylum.
this because I thought it was Dying Light. And literally, I was sitting down with everybody like, y'all want to see an open world zombie game?
Oh no.
What is this? This ain't Dying Light.
Oh no.
It's Until Dawn. So that's okay. Cool. So that's what I was playing
Yeah.
last night.
I haven't played that much this last week. The week before that, I just real quick, I was gonna say I beat Yakuza Like a Dragon. That game was awesome. That might be my favorite in the series. I loved the RPG that they went turn-based RPG with this one. I think I like that better than the normal. I mean, I don't know. I've played the
Dude, I think I do
usual
too.
Yakuza games. I've played that 1,000 times at this point. I love them, but going full RPG was so much fun. So I still have a bunch of side stuff I never did, so I might go back at some point, but that was really fun. But I haven't played anything since. I'm trying to clear my palette because I know in the next week or so, a bunch of stuff is coming out. Friday, the new Pokemon Snap. After all this time,
Dude.
Friday that's coming out.
Friday. Wow.
But what I really want to get, I've been hearing great stuff, is that Returnal game. on
Really?
PS5. Returnal, this game they showed at the Sony events that had like a space person in it or whatever.
It looks so generic to me.
It's getting great. I don't know.
Okay.
People
It
are
looked like Space Lady shoots bugs. I was like, I've done this 100 times.
maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I
if
know.
the
I know
guns
people
are
who got
good.
an early copy said it was fun.
All right.
And they said it's like a real PS5 game. It uses the controller, really well.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Is it a horror
Whatever.
game or like action adventure? Do you know? I haven't really.
I don't know a ton
Adventure.
about it.
All I've heard is it's reminiscent of Alien, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard that
cool.
too. I really don't know much.
But then it's like, well, if it's scary, I don't know if I like that. But if it's like rocking and rolling, maybe I'm down.
I don't think it's horror. At least I don't think so.
Seemed actiony. Seemed like you
Yeah.
just get a gun
it
and
up,
keep upgrading.
Tear it
and
up.
It just seemed like
Okay.
sci-fi shit to me. But I
That
don't
comes
know.
out Friday, huh?
That's out Friday. So if that, I want to. If the positivity continues, I do
Yeah.
want to check
Yeah,
that out.
Recturnal.
It's good to hear that there
Yeah.
is a PS5 game that is getting good reviews because
Yeah.
really it's like I'm waiting for Resident Evil, but
Yeah,
which is soon.
that's
was
the
looking-
week after.
right.
That's a week from then. Yeah.
Dang.
Which again, another demo went up this weekend. Okay, still not gonna play that. It's coming out any day now.
Yeah, I'm
Just
with
ready
you.
to
Yeah.
play it.
Yeah, and if it was its own thing, like you said, the first one was.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll play the shit out of that.
yeah, but
these
I
are
don't
parts
need
of the
like chunks
game.
of the game right now.
But yeah, but show
Like,
me a
we're
part of
this
the game, which I
close.
heard was maybe a big spoiler or something that's a kind of a major plot thing. It's like, well, whoa.
Well, how would you know unless you played the whole game, right?
Well, that's
Yeah, I don't
true.
know.
Maybe you're right, Derek. Maybe not, but
Maybe
I'm
it's
avoiding-
the old switcheroo.
I'm avoiding these big 45-minute dictations by the
Yeah.
developers. So maybe they're saying in that, like, hey, we here have dropped you into the castle demo 45 minutes into the
I am
first
the
campaign.
same way. If I am into something, like I'm into it. I don't need to be sold, and I don't want to be sold. Like
Yeah.
if there's a movie I'm already anticipating, I don't want to see a trailer.
Yeah.
Big game coming out, I'll play it when it comes out. I
Yeah.
would rather get the full experience all at once.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but especially with this RE8 thing, suddenly in the last 2 weeks, they've dumped all this stuff out.
Yeah.
It's weird though, specifically with Japanese games. I feel like that does happen a lot. I remember when Metal Gear Rising Revengeance was on the way. And then I remember like 3 days before it came out, it's like, look, Sunny from Metal Gear Solid 4. She's older now and she's back. And it's like, this was out in 3 days. That would have been like cool to surprise me. Okay. It's like as it gets closer right at the end, I feel like that happened with FF7 Remake too. They started last minute showing all the stuff. And it's like, we're already buying it. It's all, you're good. Don't need to do
Were
it.
you in the room with me and Brian when Capcom showed the ending of a Resident Evil movie?
No.
What?
There was the latest Capcom CG movies with like Leon.
Oh, okay.
Where he's
Yeah.
like, him and Chris are shooting fucking gun kata in a circle.
Yeah.
They just showed and now at the end of this panel promoting this new movie, we would like the Comic-Con audience to enjoy a scene from the final fight of the film.
Oh,
Here
this
you
was
go.
at Comic-Con.
It was, yeah.
I think I was there.
Yeah, Brian and I talked about it on the last PPS because it was
Okay.
like, it's again, Capcom really clueless on the whole spoilers thing. It's like, we're at a panel for your movie promotion and you showed
The ending?
final boss
Yeah,
fight.
it was the final
It was the
thing,
final
yeah.
boss fight.
Yeah,
What
I remember
the
that.
fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, they just don't give a fuck about spoilers. They want to get your ass in that
Yeah.
seat or they want to get
But
you to buy that
you know,
game.
doesn't that get you out of the seat? Like that's crazy.
We wanted to leave, but it's like, oh, we're in this
Yeah,
Hall
our panel
H,
was
like,
right after that,
we
wasn't
can't
it?
Get up. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah,
We
it was
were
in
locked
our it was in our panel room.
I was
We
doing
had to wait
this.
for it.
I do remember that, and I didn't realize what they were showing, and you were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I was pissed.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm not saying any of them are great, but I am always comforted that they continue making those CG Resident Evil
yeah.
movies. For some reason, because I have the same expectation of all of them. All right, this is going to be a big game cutscene. They're fun to watch. And they keep making, and I always think like they're never going to make another one of those, and they make another one.
Yeah,
Oh, here we
straight
go.
to Netflix now.
Yeah, I remember when 4K Blu-ray first became a thing, and it was like, hey, you know what? We made one. It's on a 4K Blu-ray. I was like, oh, I could test out my TV with this, and that's all it was. It was like a fun cutscene to watch. They all
I don't
are.
know why they've never made a good Resident Evil movie because
Hey, man.
legitimately, all the
Okay.
pieces are there, dude.
Yeah,
It's a cool idea. How do you fuck that
They
up?
keep trying. This new reboot, like aside from this Netflix CG thing we're talking, there's like a new like live action reboot.
Oh yeah, there is one coming.
And it
yeah.
seems to all be drawing stuff from the first two games. It's like Leon, Claire, Chris and Jill, from what
I
I'm
just
hearing.
feel like they always overthink it and overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at its core, it's so like zombies in a house, lost communication with the first team, sending in the second team.
I feel like
Such
the
a simple
problem
story.
with a lot of this stuff is they're so busy worrying about making like a franchise and all the movies
Yep.
they're gonna follow. They don't focus on the movie.
Yep.
And it's like, oh well, next time and next time and next time. It's like, no. See with the Power Rangers movie.
Oh my
make a
God.
good one movie, and if
Yeah.
it's good and people like it, you can make another
I
one.
just
Like,
remember
that's how it goes.
Sitting with everyone talking about, well, they're probably the Rangers are only in the last 10 minutes because they're really setting up for the next one. And it's probably gonna have Tommy and I'm just sitting there like, there won't be another one. So okay.
You had
was
your
boring.
one shot,
Yeah.
and you fucking missed it.
Everyone wants to
and
be
now
mega
it's
franchise.
done. And
Yeah.
now you have to wait another 10 years, and they'll try this again, and the same thing will happen again.
Yep.
I heard James Cameron like is worried that theaters won't come back because he's like, no, Avatar's coming out and it's gonna be fucking huge.
he wants to be
And
the
we
first.
need and I read that and I was like, you waited 11 years. You've been waiting, bro.
Yeah, this could have already
You've
come
been
out.
waiting and we've been waiting.
Yeah.
It just you're talking about setting up the franchise.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I feel like that's the opposite. Like on the other end of the spectrum, there's a franchise to set up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Number two.
Next one. You've been promised it.
I am-
2014. You said it was
I
coming
think
out.
of all things coming out, I'm most interested in what's gonna. I don't care about the story. I don't give a fuck about Avatar. But like, how is it gonna play out in real life? Like, do people really care about a sequel? Is this gonna be the second highest grossing film of all time, or is it gonna fucking tank? Because I can't imagine.
I am excited to see.
Like, what's gonna happen?
I read an
Yeah.
article about the writing process for Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5, which they added 5.
Right.
They never intended to. And James Cameron said, I sat down with a team of writers and we really broke down why Avatar 1 was so successful. And we came up
Yeah,
with
I heard about this,
idea
yeah.
after idea. And he basically said, like, I threw out so many fucking ideas because we couldn't get it right. And at the end of the
Yeah.
day, he's like, there was something about people wanted to go to Pandora. They wanted to be there.
Yeah.
In addition to having a great story and these other elements, this fantasy of like, I want to go there. And he's like, if it didn't have that, I threw the idea out. So apparently
Yeah.
he's worked hard to make these
got a formula.
follow-up movies so good.
Yeah.
You're going to want to go there.
You know what this sounds like?
Yeah.
What?
Rivers Cuomo had a formula for
Yeah.
writing Weezer
Remember
music.
that?
Hey, those last couple albums didn't work out so well, so maybe
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's made
JC's
more
in
money
trouble.
off of his recent music than he ever did off the early
Really?
stuff.
Well, maybe JC is onto something too. Then the
Uh,
marketing for these movies too is so good; it's almost a sure success.
I never.
I don't know.
I never
Yeah, we'll
wanted
see.
to go to Pandora. Like the movie had good world building, but I never wanted to go. Sean, you got to mute.
is
I'm
that?
trying to shut my
Sean
watch
has-
off.
happening?
I've heard 7 sounds.
Rocco,
from that
how do
watch.
you turn off the sound on my watch? I can't figure it
Sean
out.
got old.
What do I do? Where is it? I'm gonna put an airplane.
Grandpa Sean here.
You were beeping your.
I hit the ping by accident.
Here, there's a little slash through the bell. Yeah, you got it on.
But why is it making sound? I had it. Fuck.
If you
Sorry.
have an alarm, it'll
God
override
damn it!
that.
I had the fucking
Well,
thing
then
on.
you pinged your phone.
That was a
why-
mistake. My hand slipped.
Okay.
In my day, the watch said the time.
It just said
Why
the
is it making
time.
sound? What? Shut. That was you. Fuck you. That was Garrett doing that. That was not me.
What a dick!
What the
Oh
fuck?
man.
What a dick!
Sorry, everyone.
Sorry.
Anyways, Avatar 2. I'm not gonna. Shut up! Stop doing
Wait,
that.
what's going on?
Sean, turn off your
I'm
watch.
not gonna see it because I don't care about the seed bearer.
Oh, you'll go. You'll
That's
be there.
3.
You'll go.
I keep being told that. Oh,
James
you'll go.
Cameron.
You're gonna go.
James Cameron's sequel record is flawless. You got me. We're going. Sean's going. I don't
He's
care what he
true.
says.
He's right.
When the seed bearer or the seed blower comes out,
the seed sucker.
we're gonna be going. Sean's gonna be there next to me. He's probably gonna be sitting in my lap,
Didn't
ready
James
to watch.
Cameron
Seed
make
along with
Piranha
you.
2?
Yeah. Let me say it again. Did the piranhas not eat men? Thank you. Thank you.
Did the piranhas not eat men? Thank you. Work of
In
art.
the words of Julius Caesar.
Thank you.
Did you ever see The Abyss?
Did I? I never did. No.
Rocco?
No.
That will be your favorite James Cameron movie because it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it pisses people off and you're going to eat it. It goes
Yeah.
places.
But I wanted to be in that
It's the
submarine.
I'm going to say this. It's the most hard sci-fi of all the James Cameron
Whoa.
movies.
Cool.
I wanted to live in that water bubble.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, when I was a
Cool.
kid, I loved it.
And then it gets fucking.
Is that the
Sci-fi,
one? It's
man.
underwater. Is there
Yeah,
another
it's
movie
underwater.
that's?
No, you're thinking
I'm
of
thinking of
Terminator
like
3.
not Event Horizon. Is there another underwater movie?
Sphere?
Sphere. That's the one I saw a lot as a kid.
You're thinking of Free Willy.
Sphere.
Just real quick before we get too far, I want to say more about Sphere and Free Willy.
Oh, I thought we were on games.
Real
still.
quick, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor tonight, Tenga. They're still hanging in there. They watched our podcast and somehow they stay with us.
Hell yeah.
They through thick and thin.
Then my watch crisis.
And let me tell you, they got items thick and thin as well. Yeah.
All
Go to
sizes.
Tenga. You can get a pleasurable item to please yourself in these trying times. They know how to do it and they know how to do it right. Go to the Tenga website. We got a special link for you to click. Go ahead and find that in the info. You're going to click that and use offer code Mega64 to save 15% off one of those items. You know, if you're a grown up like me.
yeah.
about
Here, let me
self-care,
do the
guys.
second half of the plug. Ladies, go to Tenga, get an egg for your man. You have a good night off.
Get some for yourself as well.
My God.
Yeah. Go have ladies' night, wine night with the girls. Get your boy a Tenga 6-pack.
Yeah.
Take a week off.
Yeah.
Try it out. They're cheap, they're affordable, and the high quality. And your man will appreciate you. Do it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Wow.
And then
Tanga tough.
And then, just as important, go to shop.mega64.com and get some apparel for yourself. And if you're watching this tonight on Sunday, tonight is the last night to get all the merch that we put up for the Mega64 20 stream. So if you wanted to get that long sleeve, you wanted to get the psychedelic 64, the tie-dye logo shirt.
Oh, yeah.
All that
You know.
tie-dye
And
is
the,
so in,
the
man.
tie-dye for the birds shirt. What the heck, guys? What the fuck? Nobody bought this shit? Look, a couple of you bought it. But let me tell you little jerk assholes out there, okay? Y'all begged for the shirt to came back. Yeah, I'm pissed off. I personally designed that shirt. We have a little competition around here. Who has the best designs? That one came in dead last.
Oh, man.
Bullshit. Why? People asked for it. We gave the people what they wanted. They failed to show up. Well, you know what?
I don't. I have the numbers, and I don't think it was a failure.
Tonight's your last
Yeah,
chance.
actually, I think it did pretty good.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I think everything did.
Okay,
No.
okay, fair enough.
Tonight's your last chance because you know what? At this rate, if you don't get it tonight, it's never coming back.
He's gone, baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
So shop.mega64.com. Check it out.
I listened to the crowd and I took a picture of melted ice cream and put that on a shirt.
And that
So
did
that
Iron Man numbers.
the number one design
Nice.
of our time.
That thing did pretty good, right?
Yeah,
People
they all
like that.
did
People
great.
like that.
Everything
Everything
did
across
good.
the board.
Derek is being very, very negative on that.
No.
Did great. Everything did great.
Who do you believe?
I'm here to tell
Who do
you.
believe?
I'm here to tell you you have success. I could stop, but
Rocco is
He's made to suffer.
putting a spin.
His
That's the
lots of
Rocco
life.
narrative.
yeah, that's the positive narrative.
That's the Rocco narrative.
Glass house empty. Is that
Toxic positivity.
Glass ass empty. That's my angle.
Toxic positivity.
Yeah.
Healthy negativity. Okay.
right? Keep grinding,
Okay.
brother.
Thank you. Anyway, shop.mega64.com. Check
And
it out.
patreon.com/mega64. We talked earlier about iDosing. Dude, put out full takes from the original iDosing video, our 2010 video. You've never seen, we've never released behind the scenes from it. I dug some of that up this last week. And it's remastered in 4K on our Patreon. You can watch all the original scenes, all the improvised scenes in their full form on there. And again, I love finding stuff like that. I did not know that even existed, that there was more we didn't use. Anyway, that's on there. We finally did our movie club episode on the Snyder Cut. We did all kinds of stuff.
Oh, we did.
We're the first people on the internet to talk about the Snyder Cut. So
You
that's kinda
mentioned because you guys are so good at editing in the gamer or in the iDosers videos. You just pepper in cul-de-sac only as much as he's needed. But you said that there's these extended things of cul-de-sac improving with you guys on this on Patreon.
Yes.
Yeah.
So check that out if you guys, worth
Yeah.
$2 make you laugh.
Yeah.
There is something about the new video. What you been up to, Cul-de-sac? Nothing.
That was such a good
and
line.
a long pause. That's so
Derek
good.
threw that at me
So
right
good.
at the end, and that was great.
10 years, man. What's Cul-de-sac been doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. Big smile.
There was
so
a
good.
deleted
So fun.
moment from that too, where it was like, "Can I pay you in cash?" Like, because for the digital drones.
Oh, right.
I was like, "Can I pay you in cash?" And you're like, "Yeah, you can pay me in cash. Let me go home and get the sheet music." No, you can't pay me with cash.
Right.
I have to release that too.
That's good
We'll put
too.
that on Patreon.
Put all of that stuff is great for the Patreon release. You
Anyways.
were playing MLB The Show.
Yes.
I was playing Mortal Kombat
Oh.
to get prepared.
So you knew what was happening in the movie.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I knew every character and get over here. And
Yeah.
I remembered.
Let me tell you, going into the movie, the only character you need to know,
Yeah.
Stryker.
Okay, good to know.
Just wrap your brain all around
The guy who
Stryker.
hosted Loveline.
Yeah. No, he's the cop.
Oh, okay.
You talked up Mortal Kombat 11 real big.
Did you start playing it?
And last weekend I played through in one sitting the entire storyline.
It's fucking good.
It was so
Hey.
back to I'm 13 years old. This is corny as fuck.
Real talk.
And yeah.
I started that new movie. The video game is a better movie.
Than
than the movie.
I might be kind of agreeing with you
The
there,
video
but-
game sets up the fights
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Where I'm like excited, like, oh, I get to have this
The
fight.
voice acting is good.
Fuck yeah.
The voice acting is so good in the Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
game.
and I just remember playing, and I didn't beat it. I didn't even get very far, but there's like missions, and they're like,
Yeah.
we need a distraction. Like, go down there, and like you run down there, and some badass steps out. I was like, I'll handle him. I was like, oh, this is the fight. Like, damn, this is like really good.
It taught me playing through the whole story mode. It really taught me how to play the game. So then I went back and I was having a blast with like there's like a dungeon crawler to unlock other costumes and other attributes.
Shit, that's cool.
There's a mode where you do the classic towers like Mortal Kombat 2.
Ooh.
So I was doing all of that with some of the characters that the story mode lets you play like the hero characters, the Earth's heroes, you know.
You're playing a story.
You
You're
can
playing-
buy-
Liu Kang still in it?
It's mainly Liu Kang. You
Okay,
mainly
cool.
play as Liu Kang. And his story, his whole ascension story is fucking cool in that combat story. The story number 2, you have to buy for like $30 or something.
Oh.
But that I think is all villains. And the original actor that plays, I think Shang Tsung is like Shang Tsung in that.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. Because he's a DLC character, like the Terminator and RoboCop and everyone else that's in that game.
Right.
I'm not buying cartoon, DLC,
Yeah,
but
I
I
just-
will play maybe the second story.
If
down the
I
road.
was, a teenager and playing Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
like I did back then, obsessing over it, I would love to have all those
Oh,
DLC
God.
characters.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
really enjoying Mortal Kombat, but I can't, I get like 30 minutes to an hour where I can actually sit down and like watch TV or play a video game. So that's
It's-
not enough to-
yeah.
This is the
Who's-
same
Stuff.
studio that makes Injustice.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Because this
definitely.
sounds very similar to what I've seen back at Play in Injustice of like
The story
crazy
mode?
story mode, and it's just like also now they're fighting. Okay,
Yeah.
and it's just like even like the
Same team.
DLC characters are like Hellboy and the Ninja Turtles, like weird shit that doesn't really belong in this.
Exactly the same team. And someone tried to convince me on last PPS. I think it was Brian. Like, you should play Injustice. I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line. Like, I'll watch Snyder Cut, but I'm not playing Injustice.
Yeah.
But
Only one injustice for me.
I really like Mortal Kombat 11. That and I played a lot of Little Big Planet this weekend, which is like I think
Little Big Planet or the new Sackboy game?
the newest Little Big Planet.
Oh, okay.
Adventures of Sackboy. I think.
Sackman
How
begins.
I love those as a couch co-op.
Sackboy
I only
Zero.
play that 2-player.
Sack.
How is Sackboy really what it's called? How is that
I don't
real?
know. I don't.
That
like those
sounds like a
games.
joke I made up when I was like in 3rd grade. How is
And
Sackboy real?
It's still integrated in the story, even though like both our avatars are female. The character's telling you, "You sack boys, go off and get my baby whoop whoops.
They can't be sack
Monkey
chicks?
mama needs 4 whoop whoops
Why
in
no
each
sack
basket."
girls?
Oh, this game sounds
Everything-
not good.
How about
Everything
Bad
is
Girl?
so European. It's a European team.
Oh.
The world beat
explains.
music that's
Yeah.
always been in that game.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they had to like recall one of the Little Big
Yeah,
Planets?
the original. The original game. I thought we had a video about that or something.
We
Yeah,
did.
Yeah.
Said like Muhammad or something.
Yeah, the world beat music had some passages from the Quran that I don't think
Yeah.
were meant to be in there. But it's still got that world beat kind of music. There's a whole themed level though. I think there's a couple of them, but I got to one that had like that jungle boogie, jungle boogie. The whole level was
That song
themed
rips.
to that song, and each checkpoint when you would get to the new one, it would like start the chorus of the song, and then it would go to the next verse. So it was cool because as long as you stayed like in that first level, they would loop like the 4 bars, and it went along perfectly because stuff was keyed to happen to
Dang.
certain instruments going off in the
Yeah.
song. It was well done. The new Little Big Planet for couch co-op is a lot of fun.
Huh.
Big.
But that's the Sackboy game.
Sackboy. It's
Okay.
yeah.
Because I don't think it has Little Big Planet in the name.
They don't use that name
I don't
anymore.
think so. Because it's not that
stuck
game. It's
with
just
Sackboy.
I don't think it's like creating levels.
I think
and
it's
stuff anymore, right?
Sackboy's Big Adventure.
The last couple haven't really been creating levels, but you're right. They totally took it out of this one. It is
It's called
Sackboy's Big Adventure.
Sackboy's Scrotal Circumstance or something. I don't know.
It's called Swollen Sack Explosion.
I spent
Yeah.
a lot of money on that first game's DLC.
It's called Sack Attack.
When we
Because all the
did
Metal Gear
our
and Street Fighter costumes.
Snyder Cut movie club, I didn't. I
It's
didn't,
on
br-
Patreon now. Go watch it.
I didn't bring this up, and I meant to.
Oh,
But-
wait, we get to talk about the Snyder Cut again?
Just for a second.
Yay.
Just for a second.
Cool.
That Steppenwolf's like bass, or whatever,
Yeah.
was just a fucking testicle, right? Like it was just a big nut.
And the whole movie was a turd.
They're all in the same area.
And
of
I
the
saw
body.
that. I was like, is that just a ball? Like, what are we looking at here? What is this?
Let's have a ball and a biscuit.
Oh,
Welcome to my base. It is a testicle, the likes of which this galaxy has never seen.
Wasn't it inside a reactor?
When I get the
yeah, but they
mother
covered
box,
it.
sperm
They
reactor.
covered it in a shield. That was
this
tough.
base will
it was a
come
nut
so
shield.
hard that the world will be covered in jizz.
I'm ready, Steppenwolf.
God.
Cover me, Steppy.
Jeez.
Aquaman, Steppenwolf just got a big testicle base. I don't care. I don't give a fuck, Batman. Taking my shirt off.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways, we reviewed Snyder Cut on Movie Club on Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
we
check it
covered
out.
that.
And
Covered that
coming
quite
up-
plenty.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
next.
Actually, yeah, Mortal Kombat's coming up next, but following the Snyder Cut is Francois Trousseau's The 400 Blows. So watch that.
It's kind of the trilogy of like, injustice,
Good stuff.
fighting,
Check
kind
it
of.
out.
No other movie podcast goes that hard turns of
Yeah.
like Snyder Cut, The 400 Blows, Mortal Kombat 2 in 2021.
Yeah. It's kind of like a shit sandwich.
But which one's the shit?
Yeah, we don't know yet. I
The
haven't
bread
seen
or the
Mortal
meat?
Kombat yet.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet. but-
Not yet.
Okay.
No, and I was gonna ask you guys, is this a movie that I should watch with Beckett? Because I love the first one.
It's
as a
just
kid.
gore.
Yeah, it's just.
I say I
gore.
figure this is gore, right?
If that, I
that's
mean,
fine.
Well, I mean, you might just give him bad taste in film for the rest of his life.
Okay.
But other than that, it's probably fine.
Teenage boys love gore, though. I died for Mortal Kombat when I was
The
kid.
movie
the
is
first one was-
insanely
I loved it.
violent, and yet I already know you're going to be more upset by Babe Pig in the City.
Yeah.
I already know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean
answers
showed
your
me that
question.
scene. I was upset by that.
There was
scene.
another scene I can show you that I did not
no
show
thanks. You've done.
you.
Enough
I want
damage.
to. I want to show you the dog drowning. I want to show you that.
Hey,
Why?
I'm calling. Listen.
Yeah.
In Mortal Kombat, a woman and her child are killed in the first 5 minutes, and nobody cares.
Oh fuck.
One
okay.
guy-
Nobody
cares.
cares.
Oh, well, we got one guy.
Yeah. As far as the audience, you're like, what happened? Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter.
What's this movie about now?
All right.
Babe Pig in the City. Just at least you.
In the
care.
first 5
at least you're
minutes-
like, oh no.
Babe murders the farmer in
Yeah.
the first 5 minutes.
Yeah,
of that
and
movie.
when that's happening, you're like, oh, the poor farmer. This one, you see two corpses like fucking positioned ceremoniously, and you're like, what happened?
So am I the only one here that watched? I saw Mortal Kombat.
I watched it and fell asleep, and now I have to watch it again.
Oh, no.
So I've seen an hour, and I saw
okay.
the ending, but I have to catch
finished
up
it.
on the middle.
Okay.
yeah, I haven't seen.
Sean's
it
the
yet.
only one who hasn't seen
I haven't
it.
seen it yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'll be ready for movie club. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
but the upcoming movie club, we'll talk all about it. Sign up for our Patreon and watch Movie Club. We're kicking ass with Movie Club.
Yeah.
We're educating you guys and bringing you a little bit of culture.
Yeah.
We watched the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, we had no notes for it. We just kind of yelled about it for an hour, but it was good. It was entertaining. I'm not dissing it.
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna call a moratorium from here on out though on Snyder Cut and Babe Pig in the City. At some point, we have to get over those. I really think we're processing trauma on this,
Yeah.
and we need healthier venues for it. We need to
Okay.
start getting professional.
What was it for you?
I would be happy.
Yeah,
I'd be happy.
Mr. Bean, the Mr. Bean war. We have to at some point deal with this, and
We never settled the Bean or Benny Hill thing.
oh, we settled it.
We got to stop
Oh,
bringing
we
that
settled
up.
it.
So you've got the Achilles heel of Sean and Derek, but what was your worst, time in movie club?
Oh, for
Rocco?
him it was Princess Bride.
I thought, oh,
No,
don't
no,
say-
I didn't.
Don't say that.
Wait, for Sean, the day I reviewed The Princess Bride was the worst day of his life. For me, it was Tuesday.
On my birthday,
Did he break
Rocco
your
told me
heart?
my favorite movie was a Disney Channel movie. Fuck.
It was.
Fuck you.
That wasn't even. That sounds like a worse diss than I even intended. I just thought it's like a cute movie.
This
These-
is.
I really didn't mean it. It's like
if they were in the same room, they would have gotten into a fist fight
It
over
did.
this.
It did
It
feel
was
that way.
fucking ruined my.
I think you-
I worked on my birthday, and this is what I get.
You don't treat
You
Gilda
took it
Radner
worse
that
than
way.
I meant. I really didn't mean it.
I think
It was
Rocco.
just like a cute movie. Like,
his
don't do that
least
to Billy
favorite
Crystal.
movie, I think, was Good Luck Chuck. Is that? Am I wrong?
my least favorite was fucking Babe Pig in the City. It really was.
Oh yeah.
It was
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
my least favorite.
It's both of us.
So
That's
it's
what I'm
both of
saying. I
you.
gotta
Okay.
process this trauma. I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah,
trying.
it's both
You
of
know?
us.
But Good Luck Chuck was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was, but not Babe Pig in the
I
City.
thought you were the only babe. Derek was the
Oh.
one who didn't like.
No.
No one really liked Justice League.
Anyways, check out Patreon.
Yeah, I wasn't the only one.
I watched. I finally saw there's a new movie with Bob Odenkirk
Oh yeah.
called Nobody.
Oh yeah.
that was good.
I did too. I don't know what happened. That is like this. I've seen that fucking movie 3,000 times. And then I found out, it's written by the same guy as John Wick. I'm like, oh, that's why it was the same exact movie as John. I mean, beat for beat.
Even the poster is kind of.
I've
similar to
seen
John
that
Wick.
shit 800 times. And it really disappointed me because I was thinking about it. I felt like Bob Odenkirk, the only stuff I've ever really seen him in is kind of thoughtful shit. Like, I know that sounds weird.
Yeah.
Mr. Show was like, no, it sounds weird calling that thoughtful, but like, there really wasn't another sketch show like that. It was a
very
little more
clever.
it was a little more clever. And I remember seeing, or like Better Call Saul is like excellent, or Breaking Bad, or these excellently written shows. And I remember seeing interviews. I've always like idolized Bob Odenkirk. I love him. And I've always seen interviews where he talked about like, his crisis with like doing creative stuff. He's like, I just feel like kind of nobody's thinking. You know what I mean? Like, how people just kind of aren't thinking of new stuff. And then I see him in this movie and it's like, oh my God, dude, this is the most generic shit I've ever, it's almost like, did he get blackmailed into doing this or what?
Man.
Why is he in this?
He's probably getting a fucking fat ass paycheck.
Maybe, but
I mean, when you're young and
It
in
was-
your 20s, you can afford to do the thoughtful creative shit. But now he's got a family.
well,
He's old.
I also can-
No, he's good.
I also can see it being like, there is something to be said about like someone like him, you would never expect to be in this. And then he kind of proved them all wrong. You know what I mean? Like, he's like badass in this movie. The last person you would expect. So I could see the appeal of it being like, yo, what if we made that guy the next John Wick? Okay.
in an interview, he talked about being this, he had to go through with like being this badass and like using guns and like feeling empowered and actually doing the
Yeah.
training
Yeah.
to feel empowered in real life. Cause he had just gotten this like horrible thing that he went through where someone broke into his family's house.
Yeah, I guess that kind of was a catalyst.
wow.
And
for-
they
yeah.
were in the house, and then I think they were like running through the house while someone was like pointing a gun or something,
What
or they
the
hid. I
fuck?
think they hid where someone had a gun in their house.
Oh my
And he
God.
was kind of like untrained, helpless.
Yeah.
And was like, I never want to feel that way again. And I
Yeah.
really wanted to like make this movie and side note, get all this training so I can
Yeah.
use this in real life.
So, I mean, it's fun. He's in it. I love Bob. He's great. So,
Yeah.
if you want to see Bob.
I didn't know Christopher
There you go.
Lloyd.
He's in it.
I was interested once I saw a reveal of Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, he
I don't.
Christopher's old as fuck now. No,
Yeah.
I was just saying like
And
he
he's good
doesn't
in it.
look like standard Christopher Lloyd. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone's supposed to just look like a real person in this movie.
Yeah, and he's good in it. But
That's good.
I felt like I had seen that so many times. It was like, oh my God. Yeah, I already know this is going to be. It was disappointing how predictable it was. But some good action.
Is it free?
There's some good, there's stunt guys in it that I recognize from like, these guys were all agents in the Matrix and they were in John Wick. And, there's good stunts. But
So I thought it wasn't, because we tried to watch this a couple weekends ago and it's not free. So we didn't buy it.
no, it's like a $20 rental
Yeah.
because it's a theatrical, it's in theaters.
That's why. Because I remember going like, I swear to God, this is on my watch list, but yeah, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, I love Bob, so that's why I was like, all right, this I'll pay for. But,
Stoked that Mortal Kombat was free though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you pay for HBO.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sure.
But I do. So
yeah.
Yep.
I saw that and Sound of Metal, and that was great. I think I said that at the beginning of the show
yeah.
to tie it back. That was a
Oscars
wonderful
show.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that one. I don't know. The Oscars are happening right now. I don't know.
Man.
And I still recommend What Women Want. No, Promising Young Women.
Yes.
They're
I recommend them both.
Watch them both.
They're
that's
awesome.
They don't get enough credit. Let me tell you. What Women Want with Mel Gibson. He can like hear what women think.
Yeah.
No one gives enough credit that like 25 years later, they did a sequel where it was What Men Want, and a woman could hear that, could hear men. I'm boring Sean with this. He's checking.
I'm looking up things to talk about in a second. Jesus.
He's just heard
Why
of that
would you bring
premise.
that up?
Second I bring up Mel Gibson movies, Sean is out.
I was
to
gonna
lunch.
see like I'll let them know what
know
movie,
what?
maybe Sound of Metal. I was gonna look it up
No.
on the awards like we've done before on Oscar night. Fuck.
No. You're looking up Bip Roberts stats.
The only thing I
How
care.
the pod's doing?
The only thing. What's that?
How the pod's doing?
I don't know, Kevin, because I'm doing a podcast.
I got something you can look up.
And this
The only
signifies
person
the end of the show.
that I want to win, because the only thing I know about is I want the girl in Borat to win. She was
Yeah.
nominated. That's awesome.
Yeah.
She was great.
Because this is a year where nominees are barely jack shit. She did she went so above and beyond.
Right.
I just want her to
So I really,
succeed.
my thought to look at my phone, Rocco, was to say, oh, I bet they've already done that category. I could find out and maybe bring it up, and that'd be a nice little end capper. But now I'm not going to look it up, and you'll never know if she won or not.
Well, I float out Mel Gibson movies. You don't. I'm looking for your feedback. Apocalypto.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh man, top of the 8th, one out. Ooh, Sean, we're
it really?
playing LA today.
Are you really telling?
Oh man,
We are playing LA, and
I didn't say the score. I just said that it's the top of the 8th and there's one out.
Holy shit. Spoiler alert.
It's not a spoiler. I just am curious.
Yeah, I'm not spoiling it this time.
He's not looking at his phone, but I mean, I got it right
I don't
here,
understand
Derek.
what the problem is.
it doesn't matter. Fuck.
Did I make you mad? I'm sorry.
You didn't make me mad. You didn't.
I was giving you a hard time.
I didn't make you mad, did I?
No, I'm not mad, you guys.
I'm just checking my stats.
I'm not mad.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
It's fine.
That
Little
lick. That lip lick.
You gotta moisten
Oh,
it.
man.
I was gonna not related to that, but did remind me the one thing I wanted to talk about earlier. I told them before the show. This is kind of cool, exciting thing, and I thought it maybe be a great place to share it because I'm kind of excited about it.
Oh,
okay.
I just got a letter from my healthcare organization.
Oh,
Nice.
Just got it today. Was so excited. Open it up, and sure enough, I'd like to share this. I am eligible to get the vaccine soon.
oh,
Congratulations! Soon.
So
Soon.
I'm curious if anybody out there has gone through this where they've gotten that. I mean, it's like, yeah, I got the second shot 2 weeks ago, but thank you for this letter.
Well, a lot of people were like not proactive.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of people were like, "Hey, I just got my first shot," and they're old. And I was like, "How did I
You could got it in February.
How did I beat you?" And they're like, "Oh, I was just waiting for them to tell me I could get it." And I was like, "Oh, I was like proactive."
but
Yeah.
not only that, but like it's everywhere that. Like, how is it if that letter is the first year hearing that you're eligible? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing?
So got that letter, and then just recently too got. I don't know if you want to talk about your experience with this, but they've also sent, and I'm curious if this is nationwide or just California. They're sending letters about like the second stimulus thing, like months late. So like. I'm talking like a month ago, I got a letter.
Same.
Congrats, you're going to get this $600 stimulus. It's like, I got it in November.
And it confused me. Like, am I missing a third one? now?
Yeah, like, is there a new one?
I thought like,
What happened?
I saw the number and I was like, whoa, Jenny, we're getting this? Like, this is fucking great. This is great news.
no.
Oh my God. And then
Yeah.
it's like, oh no, we got that. That money is so spent. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was like spent before Christmas.
You know what?
Yeah, that was Christmas presents.
I need another stimulus.
Yeah. I
What
paid
the
my
fuck
taxes.
is Joe Biden doing?
Come on, Biden.
Yo, we installed your ass illegally as president.
Right. And you owe
Like
us.
you wanted.
And we had an agreement. You would send the money.
Yeah.
Where's the check?
I filled out
Joe.
I filled out so many ballots on behalf of my dead grandparents, and I felt like I got nothing.
Yeah.
Come on, Joe.
nothing.
Yo,
I fucking hacked the counting ballot software. For what? Where's my $600 stimulus? This asshole's fucking playing slip and slide on the steps to Air Force One.
Yeah, what the hell?
Instead of fucking
he's doing
filling the coffers
he's
like he should be.
Yeah,
you need
what
to
the
fall
hell?
on your checkbook. Quit falling on the stairs, asshole.
Yeah,
I put in.
fall on an ATM.
I
bitch.
put in hundreds of hours
Yeah.
into crypto pyromancy to get your ass elected.
Yeah.
Fancy.
I was doing real deep dark web shit.
Slip your ass down to the post
Propaganda.
office to put the check in the mail.
Yeah.
Joe.
Come on.
Come on, Joe. I know you got it.
Fucking asshole. I heard
And if
somebody
you're good for
I heard
it-
somebody went to the White House like, excuse me, do you have the second stimulus? The fucking asshole sicked his dog on the reporter.
No.
Yeah.
He's like, I got your check right here.
Yeah.
Get him, Fido.
It's like average
Hey.
Joe to me.
This guy's a prick.
And if this motherfucker doesn't pick up his pen and his checkbook soon,
yeah.
Camilla, you're going to be getting calls next.
Yeah,
He'll do it.
Oh God. She's out there doing stand-up
That's not
bits.
yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
need the
I think
stimmy.
I think you mispronounced her name, but I'm.
Well,
No.
she knows who
Camilla.
I'm talking about.
Camilla, where are you?
What is it, Kamala?
That's it.
I don't know.
Whatever it is.
Thanks for watching.
Put the
everyone.
check in the mail.
I got a lot more to cover, man. So
Oh, go ahead.
you can be
After
done.
show.
Go nuts, bro.
Nope. During show.
Is it after? Oh,
Pre-show.
Again,
Yeah.
I've the days of me giving half a shit about how long we go is way over. This is Johnny's
Yeah, that's
problem.
Johnny's problem.
And back to Johnny real quick.
Here we
You
go.
gonna
thought-
insult him?
Here we
Jeez.
go.
you know what he did? Oh, man. Okay.
During our 420 bit, during Rocco's segment, Rocco is like, Sean, I need you to lay on this table and I'm going to talk to you.
Oh,
This is a zero warning. Zero warning.
Yeah.
Like, okay, whatever. And I'm laying there and I hear a click, 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 click. I'm like, that's a fucking water bottle. God damn it. This fucker is going to get me wet. I know it. And he's, little spritz, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's made Johnny do this with no warning.
Well, yeah. And here's the thing is my plan was always to blast Sean with a water bottle. I've known him long enough.
yeah.
We do bits. I haven't known Johnny as long, but I'm sitting there like shit. I have to save something good for Johnny because he's going to come in after Sean.
I was thinking that.
Fuck, I was seriously sitting there like, if I do it all now, I have nothing left. Fuck, sorry, Johnny, in my head.
Well,
I wasn't really going to apologize. To him.
he fucking annihilates Johnny with this water bottle.
Oh,
And I thought, I'm like, Rocco's going to get punched in the face. We're going to see New York Johnny come out in
Yeah.
San Diego and he's going to annihilate Rocco.
Yeah.
Johnny already worked so hard on the stream. And like,
That's
wasn't
why I felt
sleeping.
terrible.
He like
Now he's
killed
wet.
himself to get this going on for us. And then Rocco's dumping water on his head.
I really, in the moment, felt that it was like, because we do bits here. We know it's in the name of and I was like, fuck, this guy worked so hard to produce all this. I'm about to just, but
Too
the
bad.
bit sucks if I don't.
well,
And it's all for the bit.
well, anyways,
He was a champ.
you're a champ, Johnny.
Johnny, we want to say thank you.
If you didn't see that bit, go watch it because it was hilarious.
Well, that's good.
Rocco's ASMR relaxation adventure journey.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's all up on the archive channel, right?
Yeah, the whole stream is there. We're going to put up the individual segments like on their own over the next few days. But
Check out the
it'll-
stream.
It'll be there.
Check out Mega64 and Scene.
Yeah.
Latest episode is up. We review some of the wackiest news stories going around the world this week. Did you guys know there was a guy who was trapped on a boat by himself for the past 4 years
What?
off the coast of Egypt? A giant, shipping ship was abandoned, and he was the last one on the boat, so legally he had to stay there and was trapped
What?
there for 4 years.
And he was just surviving what was in the shipping containers? How was he living?
Yeah, at one point a storm hit and blew the boat halfway ashore, and he would like dive off and swim on board to like get supplies, but then he'd have to go back to the boat every night because like legally he was required to stay there.
But like your death supersedes legality, right? Like get arrested. At least I'm alive.
Yeah, right.
I'll live in jail. That's so weird.
Apparently-
that's the
apparently-
captain
That's
going down with
commitment.
the ship.
There's a problem with people abandoning ships all over the world. Like the owners, the shipping companies will abandon them, and then the crews will just be stranded on these boats.
What?
God damn.
Yeah, because the ship will be on the other side of the world and something will go wrong and the ship won't be able to.
They can't afford to fix it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so the crew is like, yo, we're from,
Haiti or something.
Haiti and we're in Indonesia. How do we get home? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? And they're
Jesus.
just fucking stuck.
That's
So everyone
insane.
left and he decided like I'll stay.
By some weird circumstance, the captain was off the ship.
You're the captain now.
Yeah, it was. He was the last
Look,
one left.
you are the captain now.
And the company they got sued by some government agency that was like, you need to have a person on this as a caretaker. And they're like, okay, fine, whoever's on is the caretaker. And he was the guy. And they said that like
What a company man.
in 2018, his mother died, but he couldn't leave the boat. He said his brother would sail by every few months and give him a phone call, but they couldn't, like, they were too far away to wave. He said he ran out of power, so at night the ship would be as quiet as a coffin, and he'd have to wait for the sun to come up.
What the
Whoa.
fuck?
Yeah, we talk about all this on our latest episode of Mega64
Yeah,
and
check
Teen,
that out.
and a bunch of other weird stories from around the world. That's all on the archive channel, so check that out.
Damn.
Yeah.
But that we've all been in quarantine for 1 year, and this guy just got off the boat for the past. He's been on it for 4 years.
And now the world sucks.
Yeah, what a time to get off the boat.
Did he get back?
Well, at
pay?
least he missed the one shitty year.
I'll also say that Mega64 and Teen and this podcast are on all of your favorite podcast services. So you can subscribe there too. Apple Podcast, Spotify. Go around and find us, subscribe, rate us, and comment on how awesome we are.
Oh, is that what you were checking on your phone?
No, I was trying to see if the girl from Borat won, like I already fucking said.
Did the girl from Borat win yet?
I didn't look it up because now Rocco doesn't get to know.
Did you look it up? Didn't you look it up? The mixed stories. Oh,
Actually,
It's all mixed.
who knows?
yeah. Well,
What else do you have to say, Rocco?
you-
You said you
oh,
wanna go-
bottom
did
of
you
the
hear
eighth.
about they're doing a second Borat thing? Did you hear about that?
Yes,
on Amazon?
they're making
It's
like
all
a-
the deleted footage.
Yeah, because it looks like they showed him breaking character
Yeah.
in the deleted footage.
And like she got into the White House. She got in with OAN.
no way.
Yeah, she didn't provide credentials at all. She just went with them, and they showed how easy it was to get into the White House press room.
Why?
Like she just did it.
Why did they not include that in the movie? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but because it went off in its own whole branching thing, so they were like, "All right, this is like its own thing."
Can you imagine
but when
cutting
the movie
that?
came out, they put that in promos, but it wasn't in the final. movie.
It seemed easy when Sarah Huckabee got into that room.
Well, that's different.
Yeah.
dude.
I got
That's
in
not-
when that was
that's
happening.
not how-
Seemed like an easy thing. You just walk in. Anybody's allowed to
Yep,
walk up, use that mic.
during the Huckabee era.
Huckabee. Sarah Huckabee. That brings me to the conclusion of this show.
Just him though.
Thanks for taking it out.
It's over for me.
And me.
It's the beginning. It's just the beginning.
I'm
for
done.
me.
What
I'm
about
just
Garrett?
starting.
What about you?
Oh, I'm ready for after show.
Well,
I'm
3
primed.
out of 4 say it's done.
All right. Well,
According to my math, that's the majority.
Very resilient. 1/4.
Go ahead and end it now.